Hey Pisces, welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really appreciate you guys. Follow me on TikTok and YouTube. I'm trying to grow my collective on both. And once I reach 500 on YouTube, I'm going to give away a free tarot reading there. And once I reach 10,000 on TikTok, I'm going to give away a free tarot reading there. And I think I'm going to do them periodically too as I reach goals, but we'll get more into that later. So if you are new, I am going to pull 2 of these oracle cards as soon as I'm finished shuffling and then get kind of like an overall energy of what's going on. We're going to pull from the tarot. I do a Celtic cross spread, general reading, whatever wants to come out, comes out. A lot of them have been about like career and stability lately. So let's see if we can continue with that theme. If not, you know, love will come out. Like I said, it's whatever spirit wants to tell us. And you can relate it to love or your business, whatever you have going on in your life. It's, you know, again, a general reading. It's going to resonate differently for each of you. And you're all going through different situations. So I'm going to split this deck because it's very thick and I can't shuffle the whole thing. At the end, I did bring out these Angel Oracle cards. I've kind of been feeling that energy lately, so I think I'll pull a couple of those, 1 or 2 of those, whatever Spirit wants to give us. Kind of like wrap everything up with those. All right, Spirit, what do we have going on for Pisces? So we have outside forces. Unknown figures are driving the situation. You may not be able to control the outcome. This cycle will shift soon and you will be okay. So there is a moon on there. So maybe the moon is significant for you. Full moon. Star power. You need engaging work that will let your talent shine. You're a natural actor and influencer. You attract fame and fortune. Awesome. So maybe you need to get online and start being seen. They're going to bring that in for you. Interesting, interesting. All right, Pisces. Let's get into the tarot and see what messages we can get for you. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Should have my website up and running soon. I've had a lot of questions about private readings. I did get booked up through July, so I closed out my books anyway. And I figured it would be a good time to kind of get my website revamped. So it should be up and running here in a few weeks, 2-3 weeks. I'll let you guys know when it's up and running, and I'll post everything in the description boxes. So we have the 7 of Wands, the Magician, the King of Wands, the 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords, Queen of Swords, 8 of Swords. My goodness, you're all up in your head, Pisces. What's going on? The Empress, the 2 of Wands, and we have the 5 of Cups. Underneath, we have the 6 of Pentacles. So the underneath energy is maybe what you don't see coming, the underlying energies of everything. 6 of Pentacles is about balance. It's about equal give and take. You keep what you need and you equally give. He's got like this, the scales here, which is, you know, gives me Libra vibes. So maybe you're dealing with a Libra, whether that be at work or in love. Again, these are general readings, so however you want this to resonate for you. But 6 of Pentacles is about giving. You could be giving to yourself, could be, you know, self-love, giving to yourself, giving yourself time and attention. It could be giving to a relationship or a company, business, whatever it may be. So, sorry, my table's a little crowded here. Get some of this stuff out of the way. The situation is the 7 of Wands, which is about being defensive, challenging, like financial challenges, or just like you defending yourself, defending your beliefs, being defensive. Maybe you feel like you need to defend yourself for some reason. So the crossing energy for that, the blockage, is the Magician. The Magician he has like all the elements here. He's got a wand, he's got a cup, he's got a pentacle, he's got all of the, he's got the sword, like, here on the table. Like, he's got all of the elements he could need. You have everything that you need. Maybe, it could also be like about communication, and manifestation. So maybe you're just not, being as resourceful as you could be, or maybe the resources just aren't available to you. We'll get more into it. The root of this is the King of Wands. So this is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Doesn't have to be another person that's involved. This can just be the energy. So this is like a leadership, entrepreneur, take charge. So maybe you just kind of need to take leadership, or maybe it's just that you're wanting this entrepreneurial, this success in your life. So you're kind of, defending that, and you're like gathering your resources, and you just haven't gotten there yet. So in the immediate past, we have the Three of Swords, which is a heartbreak, grief, loss. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be. Maybe you lost somebody in a relationship, and you're just kind of trying to gather your resources to move on, and you're working on your stability, or it can just be in a job you were disappointed. So in your subconscious or your higher self, it's telling you to rest. Take a break, get some rest, meditate, do some soul searching here. Maybe take a break. This can be like the take a break card. So take a break from work, take a break from a relationship. In the near future, we have the Queen of Swords, which can be you, kind of stepping into your Queen of Swords energy here. This is an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, sorry. But she's also all about boundaries. She knows what she wants. She's clear on what she wants. So she has her hand out like she wants to receive, but she's also got the sword up. So she's very strict in her boundaries. So she's very clear, very honest, very straightforward. And it's also about financial independence. So, maybe you're just kind of holding your boundaries here in the near future. So your advice from Spirit is the Eight of Swords. You're kind of sitting in this, it's a victim mindset is what it is. So you're kind of sitting in like this negative energy, this woe is me, this victim mentality. And it's all in your thoughts. You feel trapped, you feel restricted. What are you feeling trapped in? Do you feel trapped like in work or situation that you've been put in? Maybe that's the heartbreak there. You kind of feel trapped, and it's just very upsetting to you. So your environment or the influence is the Empress. This is all about like abundance, success, growth, things coming to fruition, fertility. It's about like financial success. It's a very nurturing, very feminine energy. So maybe, you've got like, you're just kind of sitting in this energy, in your environment. You're kind of just sitting back here like, okay, what's next? And just kind of bringing that stuff into you. And it's very creative. So surround yourself with some creativity. Your hopes and fears are the Two of Wands, which is about like planning, expansion, branching out. See, he's got like this globe in his hand. He's got like, you've got the whole world in your hands. Like you just need to plan here to move forward. And I feel like that's kind of like the mindset you're in, whether that be expansion in a relationship or a job, finances, again, general reading. So the overall energy is the Five of Cups, which there is some loss here. We had the Three of Swords here, which is obvious heartbreak. So the overall is the Five of Cups. Again, this kind of victim mentality, grief, loss. You've definitely lost something here. So whether that's a job or maybe, you didn't get the raise or promotion you wanted, or, you didn't get the person you wanted, whatever it may be. But you're focused on what you don't have, and you're not seeing that there's this gift right here behind you. And this all leads like to this bridge and to this happy home here. So don't sit in that too long. You want to feel things, you want to move through that, you want to feel that energy. Just don't sit in that negative mindset, that negative mentality too long, because you want to move forward from that. You want to move on from it. So what does Pisces not see coming, Spirit? What do we not see coming here? Awesome. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is all about like divine timing. It's about karma. It's things moving forward. So it's change cycles, like things are changing, things are moving forward. Things are moving forward in your favor. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is like this financial offer, stable offer. So the Pentacles are all about stability, and it is a slow moving energy. So maybe this is the start of something that's very financially stable. It could be a job offer that's coming in. And then we have the High Priestess. This is all about kind of like maybe, so it is about like sacred knowledge, secrets. As she is about all about like higher knowledge. So maybe it's kind of some mystery. So maybe this is kind of been hidden from you, and then all of a sudden it comes to light. Or it could be about, you know, just make sure you're you have all of the information that you need. Trust your intuition with this new offer. I don't see it as a negative thing, but it's also about like this can be about like investing. But she has like that higher, you know, the High Priestess is all about like intuition and spirituality. So I just think, you know, trust your intuition. Things are moving forward. Kind of just focus on that intuition, that inner knowing. She has like an inner knowing that there's something stable coming in here for you. Let's get some actions and advice. What are actions and advice for Pisces, spirits? Actions and advice for Pisces. You. One of these turned. Yes. Okay. So you got the Two of Pentacles. Stay balanced, whether this is money, time, both. Balance your home and your love life. Balance your money, your savings. Just try to, you know, keep everything together, keep everything balanced, because you do have this new financial beginning coming in here. We had the Knight of Pentacles, and now you have the Ace of Pentacles. So definitely know that this is coming in for you, and make sure you take this opportunity when it does come in. And don't be conflicted. Don't fall into drama, chaos. Maybe you're leaving this job for another job, and there's like some conflict once you put in your notice, or you tell people you're leaving, and then there's some, you know, rivalry or conflict. It can also be about financial loss. So maybe that's why you need to balance things out, because this new offer, maybe you're not making as much, but you have the potential to grow more, or it's a healthier environment. That can go many different ways. So, you know, taking a pay cut is not always the worst thing, especially when it's for your mental health. I've had very toxic jobs where I would gladly take a pay cut to get out of them, and I did. So, you know, it's gonna hit different for each of you, whatever your situation is. And it could even be, you know, it's a very lucrative offer. You just want to avoid any conflict, you know, just try to avoid, once you put in your notice, if you stay there for 2 weeks, try to avoid the drama or any rivalry, anything like that. Positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. Yeah, I love that. So you've definitely had a loss, but realize that there are new things coming in. You've got that Ace of Pentacles coming in. That's a whole new beginning. It's a stable beginning. So maybe you did lose your job and you're just kind of waiting on, you know, another job offer. You know, if you're waiting on something to come through, so there's something definitely new coming in for you. There's definitely a job offer, some kind of stable new beginning coming in for you. So yeah, I definitely love that energy. It all looks very good. You know, just try not to sit in that negative mindset. Try to stay positive, because things are changing. And the more you call in those good things, the more they're just going to come to you. So I hope that this helps, Pisces, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.